NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the Alamo City of San Antonio, Texas. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Sentinels of San Antonio.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Got it. Mega.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
You talk about this Giant defense.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Throwing his Lance on third down. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Come on, set.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Lance now on first down.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing now is Lance.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. And all the way in for a touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Sentinels get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Holmes returning from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
17 yards and a giant first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. But you look at this defense. They've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Second and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December. There he goes, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Already, he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Ready, set.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Needle blue. Hey, check mega. Hut, hut.
From midfield, here's Lance. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47. 26.
Now it's the backup Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, 60 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The Lance going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 17 yards out. And the Seminoles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running again with Barkley on second down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. Saquon Barkley, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is now 21-14.
Sentinels 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
You've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on the punt for the Giants. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin.
And this will be taken at the 13.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
43 rail.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Set,
Now
ready.
3rd down and 7.
Flash, red. Blaster, 6. Ready?
Here's Lance. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On the set.
Now 2nd and 9.
Rail, yellow. Cut.
To throw, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a
Half
yard.
jumbo, half jumbo.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Hey, cross field. Ready, ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Looking downfield for Pollard. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, 59 yards. And the Sentinels will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Now it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is taken at the 18. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready, right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Black Ultra. Trail green. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Come on, set.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
560. Set.
A final shot before half for Lance. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Hut, hut.
And they run the option on second down. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
Right, right.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Slack shot. Hey, go Fury. Claude Ray. Set, hut.
On second down, here's Lance. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Saquon Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Okay.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready?
Now Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
'52 blaster. Ready.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. This now a 3rd and 4.
Hey, kill.
Throwing, Prescott. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up, because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious... go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up. Through trying to block a punt, so you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. They begin with a run by Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now Jones to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Jones now throwing on third and long. Quick slam into the hands of Darren Waller. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 60 yards. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pollard will take it up the gut. Down to about the 37. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Need old blue.
Lance looking to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd down.
Six. Mega. Hey, red.
Here's Lance. with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And 6 at the Giants' 14-yard line.
Ready up.
Well, think about this. You got to potentially be careful not to score too early here. Second down. They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Got it.
Here we go. First and goal.
Hut, hut.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Okay, ready?
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Hut.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's loose again. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. Room here to run. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to Lamb. And he's got a 1st down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Lance.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Giants, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for San Antonio, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.